Hey everyone, this is Normandy1998 here to give you my review of Steven Universe Episode 100, Bismuth. Sorry that the review is taking some time to get out, but it's just some stuff has been going on in my life. But that's not the point of this episode. Now, to the review. Now, the story of the episode is that Steven goes into Lion's Mane to put away a shirt because he keeps messing with it, but accidentally pops the bubble that Rose left in Lion's Mane. Now, we then learn that the bubble was bismuth, as in the gem that was bubbled was bismuth, one of the original crystal gems. The one who made all the weapons, like Rose's shield, not Rose's shield, I was saying I meant Rose's sword, Garnet's gauntlets, likely, but she ended up forging all the weapons for the crystal gems. Now, Bismuth ends up giving everyone upgrades to their weapons, Amethyst, Garnet, Pearl, and they're pretty good. We see a fight commence between them to try out the new weapons and see how Bismuth is, and she's like on a whole new level of badass when it comes down to the fight. We then see how Steven teaches her the ways they kind of prepare for missions, or at least what they do to kill time. Playing poker, watching TV, playing video games, eating pizza and that. It was pretty good. Then we see how Steven learns more about what happened with Bismuth when he ends up talking to her. That Rose told her that she could do whatever she wanted. What did she want to build? And it was pretty good because Bismuth also gives him no advice. Like, he's saying that everyone thinks that, well, thinks he'll never be like Rose, or at least everyone thinks he thinks he'll never be as good as Rose. But Bismuth said you don't have to be Rose. You can be whoever you want to be. So what? You may not be as good as Rose. You may be better than her. Which is pretty good because that's been a regular problem for Steven. And it was even pointed out in the episode before that he basically kind of feels bad because he's not as good as his mother was. So he kind of feels like he's disappointing everyone in a way. Or at least the original Crystal Gem members. They're in a way disappointing Lapis or Peridot. They love them, and we love them because they're the best characters, at least in my opinion. Now, back to what's going on. We then see Bismuth take Steven back to the Forge into a secret area where she shows him the breaking point, a new weapon that she made just before she was poofed, and it turns out this is why she was poofed. Now the weapon can actually shatter gems. Yeah, that's first. Never heard of a weapon in the game that why am I sorry for this, but I never heard of it being in the show. Through it, they would have to go through intense damage, or maybe in Lapis's case, need to be stepped on. But like I was saying, Steven doesn't like the idea because he doesn't like the idea of gems being destroyed just because on the other side. It makes sense since he's actually turned over a few gems to his side, like Lapis and Peridot. Think about they originally were with the diamonds, but now they're with him. So that's pretty cool. We then see a small fight between Steven and Bismuth after he says the same thing apparently Rose said to Bismuth when she showed the weapon. And during this fight, we see how Bismuth is getting angry because she's saying that you're lying to me. You're Rose, you know what happened last time. We then see how Steven ends up beating her and just telling her that it's not right for what they're doing and that he's not Rose, or at least he doesn't remember what happened last time. He then ends up poofing her, but just before poofing her, she confronts him about the fact that, still thinking that he's Rose, saying, I wasn't that important to you, I was just another gem, since you never told any of my friends about what happened. And Steven tells her that he will tell them about what happened, that they deserve to know. And Bismuth finishes with a line I think basically was pretty good, that I may not have been good to come from her in that moment, but I think it will help in the later series. But basically says that if you do that, you are better than her. Basically saying he's better than Rose if he did tell them what happened. He then tells everyone what happened, and they put Bismuth in the burning room. Now, I have to say, this episode overall was great. It was nice to know more about background. It was a little more lore into the series, and it's always good to learn more about the series and the universe it has. And it had some good fight scenes. It was very funny. It was very touching. And like I said, it's become one of my favorite episodes. Personally, I think they should try and do more of these. Like, I know they're kind of doing it with a 3-part special of Amethyst, where by the looks of it, we're going to see Jasper corrupted and the rubies will be returning. and I'm excited for that because I loved the Ruby episode because the characters were so unique. And it looks like they're back pissed, or at least one of them is. Now, like I said, it had good action, it had good comedy, writing. Hell, I love Bismuth, and I want her to come back at one point. Maybe they try and help her over time, like constantly popping the bubble and trying to talk to her about it. I don't know if that's gonna come up. Not likely gonna happen for a while, but I really want them to give Bismuth another chance because when you think about it, she had a point. When you watch the episode, basically they're doing all these horrible things and she's saying, why don't we do something even more horrible to them because they're doing all this. We're fighting to save our comrades, we're fighting against homeworlds, so we should have the best weapon. But you can also agree with Steven's side that it's not right just to, well, shatter them because they're on the other side. Hell, they may not even know why they're fighting. It could be the simple grunt thing, they're just fighting because they've been told. They may not even know why they're fighting. So you kind of see his point and you see Bismuth's point, which is pretty good to point out instead of just simply making Bismuth the bad guy in this series. And I'd say overall, great episode, and it'll be one of my favorites, and I'll be rewatching it because it was that good. I gotta go. Expect another few videos soon. Have a good evening or night or day wherever you are. And this is Normandy 1998 signing out.